Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. In today's episode, we're going to be entering the world of public speaking, and I'm going to be answering the question, what should you eat before a speech? First of all, I want to talk about what you shouldn't eat. What you should avoid are foods with a lot of ingredients within them, and foods that are very greasy in nature. So KFC and such, you could save it for after your speech. But you don't want these foods with a lot of ingredients before your speech because it doesn't react well with your stomach. It's going to make your stomach gurgle. You're going to be burping. The more that you're going to be burping, you're going to have negative thoughts thinking, what if I burp mid-speech? This isn't a good feeling to have. And likewise, you want to avoid too much sodas and sugary drinks. And similarly, you don't want to drink too much coffee. A lot of individuals are going to feel tired the day of their speech, and they're going to want to just keep chugging coffee away. And they're going to be like, how come the coffee's not working? In reality, it is working, but unfortunately, you're going to find out too late when you're on stage. And what's going to happen is if you are already nervous for your speech, too much coffee is going to give you more racing thoughts, and this is going to shake your voice even more. Rather than drinking coffee, it's much better to sip coffee. So a few of the things that we want to avoid eating before our speech are very greasy foods, very complex foods, fast foods, sugary drinks, and too much coffee. What should you eat? So I'll keep it very simple. We want to eat foods with very little ingredients. So you look at the chicken, it writes chicken. Cool. We get some chicken, we can put some seasoning on it and eat that. Water helps out tremendously. And sipping coffee, that helps, okay? No need to drink coffee if you're one of those people who are against it. But if you're someone that likes caffeine, sip, do not chug. So for this section, you could once again get creative, but overall, we want to keep it light. We want to keep it healthy. We want it to be something that we feel proud telling other people of. You know, people like that who just picked up a diet and they're like, hey, did you know that I'm eating such and such? Clean, okay? Now, I'm going to give you another option that isn't talked about enough, but what you should eat before a speech is nothing. For my last couple of speeches, what I've been doing is I go into the speech fasted. And the reason that I go fasted is because for me, whenever I eat too much, or even if I eat at all, I get a thing called brain fog. And I'm sure that a lot of other people are not like that. I'm sure that once they eat, they feel good right after and they have more energy to do other tasks. I'm weird like that. I eat one time a day, all the way at the end of the day. And this allows me to feel alert. This allows me to feel very primal. So once I'm doing this strategy, once I go into the speech, I'm very, very alert. But mind you, if you're not eating at all, what you need to do is you need to stay hydrated. But this can get tricky because when you're not eating at all, you're going to the restroom more and taking a piss. So if you're drinking too much water, it's easy to be overhydrated to a point where you're pissing out all of those liquids. So my little strategy for that is just drink up until you're hydrated. You'll notice when the cotton mouth is beginning to disappear, that means you're somewhat hydrated. You don't want your urine to be too white. A light hint of yellow is good. That means you're not getting too hydrated, which actually is a thing. So this strategy is probably going to be a strategy that just resonates with 1 out of 10 people. But I did want to throw it in there just because it's a feeling. It's a rush. Something about going to a speech fasted feels good. So quick little recap. What we want to avoid is very greasy food, sugary drinks, and too much coffee. What we want to execute are foods with little ingredients, very natural, clean water, sips of coffee. And the third strategy, which is the road less taken, is the strategy where we do not eat at all leading up to our speech, but afterwards we can celebrate if need be. So if you enjoyed today's talk and you want to learn more about public speaking, be sure to check out my book, Speaking Wizard, The Magical World of Public Speaking. In this book, you will learn more about how to brainstorm a speech, how to practice a speech, how to deliver it, and how to celebrate once your speech is officially done. Check out the Speaking Wizard in the links in the description box, the pinned comment, or go on ArmaniTalks.com and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks YouTube channel, and I will catch you next time.